Welcome to the show. This is Messages with Medium Laura, and I'm Medium Laura, of course. So tonight we're going to have a brief focus subject about how to connect with your loved ones, and a brief story about how I used a certain principle and was able to have a communication with one of my loved ones in spirit. It happened to be a cat, but this would be true of humans as well. I just want to remind you that if you do want a message during the show, I already have many people waiting, but you can still email me tonight. If I don't get to you, I'll save you for next week. Well, I prefer, though, that you email me during the week or next Monday. During the week or next Monday. Hey, Danny. Hey, Missy. If you want to be in, if I don't get to you tonight, you got to email me, okay? So for tonight, the queue, you can still try. I'll try to get to you. But if I don't get to you tonight, you have to email me again next week for next week's show. You can do it on Monday of next week. Some people are now starting to email me during the week, during the week before the show. So email psychic. Let me see if I can get that straight. I'm trying to do this backwards, right? psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. In the subject line, put your phone number and your service desired. There is a website for this show, and it has what I just said on it. The website is spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. And there you can make a donation, so you'll be jumped to the top of the queue. I already have 3 people that made a donation, which is a lot. So I wouldn't recommend it for this evening. But I can, if you do make a donation, it's only $8. It goes to help animals. I'm kind of like, don't have children of my own, so I kind of like animals. I love them, love children too, but I guess that's my way of having a child. In any event, so spiritmediumtv.com allows you to make that donation, which then jumps you to the top of the queue, as there are some people that have urgent things they really need to have addressed, and other people just like to call in, which is fine. You're all welcome. If there are no donations, I'm more than happy to work with all of you. I'm here to be of service. This is my pro bono work, which I do Mondays in the evening here. Well, I'm on the East Coast. It's Monday, 7 p.m. through 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm in Florida. I used to be in New York, but now I'm in Florida. So, okay, that's my little spiel. Also, we have something called the Free for Me, which gives you a third more time free in a private session with me. And that is basically when you book at booklaura.com, you just put in the event code field, field, put in there free for me. You could also put in message show or whatever it is, but something to remind me that you're going for the free for me. Okay, so that's booklaura.com is where you book your private sessions. And if you use free for me as your event code, you will obtain a third more time than what you paid for. So if you paid for 30 minutes, you'll get a third of that, which is 10 minutes added for free. Yay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do the little focus subject, then I'm going to do prayer, meditation, energy connection, and then I call you on this show. Thank you for the heart, whoever that was. I call you during the show. Okay. Some people are confused. They might be wondering why I'm not on the radio show I used to have on Blog Talk Radio. Very simple. I was with them for many, many years, 12 to 7 years about. And I liked it fine, It's just that they had so many technical issues that the last year I was losing the show. I'd have everything ready. I'd have a full queue of callers, and the platform would completely, not because of what I did, just collapse. It would collapse. And so I figured, let me give this Facebook a try. And that's why I'm here. We'll see how it works out. Yeah, we'll see how it works out. A little hard for everybody. And see if it can supplant the show, or if this doesn't work, it's an experiment. I love experiments, everybody. But if this doesn't work, we'll come up with some other method so they can continue to spread the work of spirit, which I consider God. Working with spirit, working with God. Working on healing souls, one soul at a time, helping you evolve to happiness. It's not me, it's them working through me for you. Okay? Loving, sending love to all of you. So if any of you are hurting because you haven't heard from your loved one in spirit, could be even a pet, could be your mother, your father, your child, whomever, maybe your spouse, or a sibling or friend. If you have this issue, I hear it a lot, as a medium. I hear, oh, I never heard from that soul. It never came to me. I said, are you taking medication to sleep? Because quite often, if you're in a grieving state, you might be on a prescription medication or any kind of thing for sleeping, an herb, right? And it might be causing you to not remember your dreams. Okay? Not that I'm saying that you can't, but this is the process too. Okay, so this is what to do. First thing is, from the bottom of your heart, when you're feeling that pang of love and longing, ask your loved one to come to you. That's what I did with my cat. Okay, I'll tell you. Let me just give you the method, and then I'll tell you the little story. So, when you're feeling it, when you're really feeling it, ask them as if they're in the room with you, as if they can hear you, because they can, by the way, they can hear you. Especially if you attach emotion to the request. And then start to pay attention to your dreams, unless you're one of those people that already have a good connection to your dreams and remember a lot of them. But if you don't remember your dreams, when you wake up in the morning, sit with pen and pad and write down anything you remember. Soon you will begin to remember your dreams, because it's just what you're doing is starting to listen to your subconscious, which, by the way, is a great exercise for you to do if you want to develop as a human being, if you want to get in contact with your own spiritual guidance. When you connect with your dreams, you're connecting with your higher self, your subconscious, the superconscious, your guides, your angels, whatever your terminology is for those divine beings, and your own soul. So if you want to have a greater awareness, you want to evolve with your consciousness, start journaling about your dreams, and or just journaling. That's another step two. Journaling is very, very powerful for developing. I majored in English in college, and they taught us journaling as a technique for writing. And I loved doing journaling. I kind of started to do it just because it felt good. It really felt good to kind of get in touch with myself, kind of offload things, So journaling can be very, very powerful for all of us. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I was going to tell you a story. So I had two cats. Both of them are gone now. They're in spirit. And one night 2 years ago, it was about 12:30 a.m. and I was getting ready for bed. I've been out on a on a date, and had a little wine on the date. And my cat was sitting in the bathroom, and I was in the bathroom, and all of a sudden she screamed like I never heard her meow before, and her head pushed out of her body like I never saw that before. And it was like I'll just do a sideways, like, and her whole neck extended, her face turned blue, and I could see she was struggling to breathe. I didn't know what to do. I was like, ooh. Then she started to crawl along the baseboard out of the bathroom as if she couldn't walk anymore. She just couldn't walk. And she was looking, obviously, for a place to hide. Because, I know cats like to hide when they're passing away. They don't want to be seen. In any event, I didn't know what to do, but I said, I better try to get her to a, because even though it's 12:30 a.m., if I didn't do that, I'd never forgive myself. So I got her to the vet. It's a very traumatic evening. Just make a long story short, they recommended, since she had an embolism to her heart, is what they said, and she wouldn't be able to live without oxygen. So recommended euthanasia. And so I'm going to cry a little bit. Anyway, yeah. So she transitioned that evening. Lo and behold, the next morning, I'm sleeping, and I'm awakened by this screaming meow right on the floor next to my bed. And it was my cat, the one I just had euthanized. she was there as if she was real. And of course, as soon as I woke up completely, she went and she disappeared. You might have had that. I've had sometimes clients I'm working with, they've had these kind of lucid dreams. It's one of those things where you see them when you're in that theta brainwave state between deep sleep and waking mind, where you see astral. You can see astral in that mindset. And so I had seen her. Never heard from her after that. It was just that one last goodbye. I did the request. I asked that she visit me in a dream 2 years later. And the other cat, she came to me when I asked her, but this one never came. And she did come. The dream, in the dream, I was told that this was the second of the same dream. Apparently, I didn't remember the first time I had it. And there she was, and I was awakened again. So when you start to develop that connection between your conscious and subconscious, by paying attention to your dreams, you will start to wake up when a dream is important for you. When a dream is very, very important for your awareness, your consciousness, your evolution. Maybe you have a love problem in your life and you're trying to resolve it, or a health problem. But if you start to make this connection between your conscious and subconscious, your dream mind will be figuring things out for you and literally reframing things in the right and left hemisphere. So if you had a traumatic event, you might dream about it, you might wake up even, but the mind is basically reframing something so that it doesn't hurt you as much as it used to. So it's a natural healing ability we have. Okay, so now we are going to go. I'm just going to say hello to a few people here that are in the queue. I appreciate Wendy. Thank you for coming. Missy, thank you for coming. I'm not sure how to move the queue around. Donna Griffiths, thank you for coming. Dee Hayden, thank you for coming. Isabella Danielle, thank you for coming. Jennifer Hayes, thank you for coming. Jennifer Hayes, and so on and so forth. So if you are asking for a reading, let me just tell you again how it's done. I already have many people that already know this and already emailed me. Basically, the readings are done, Jennifer and anybody else asking. It looks like Isabel's asking also. You have to email me at psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com with your phone number and the desired service. In other words, if you have a question for your life, or you want an other side connection or healing, do it that way. You can do tonight if you want, but I already have a lot of people. If I don't get to you, you have to redo it for next week. So that's the only thing I ask. Otherwise, I'm in the mode of, looking for emails and chasing after everyone. So each week is a blank slate. We start again. So tonight, you still can get in the queue. I don't know if I can get to you. Sometimes people don't answer their phone. Okay, so you have to wait. I will be calling you. That's how this works. Anybody's not done this before with me. Here's a little game. Okay, so let's now do a prayer, meditation, energy connection together, and then I will go to the phone lines. Well, they're no longer phone lines. I will go to my phone and call you up. So everybody sitting, everybody listening, if you would please sit back. Everybody who's going to get a message, if you would please sit back. Uncross your arms and legs. Start to breathe from your abdomen, breathing in deeply. And on the exhale, letting go of any and all tension that you might feel. Focusing in on your issues today for spirit. Open to does come in from spirit. The more we're open, the more we get. While you're doing that, I will go off and invoke the master prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now on your next exhale of breath, please release into the space around you your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, good. Okay, so the first person would be a donation, Christina, and I have to call her up. Hopefully she's by her phone. I did ask her to do that. Somebody's trying to, somebody just called me from 631 area code. I wonder if that is here. Nope, I don't have anybody with that area code. Okay, calling Christina. Yeah, don't call me now, everybody, because I can only do one thing at a time. And especially if I'm in a trance, which is kind of where I am right now. I'm all stuffed up now from my stupid sentimental self. See what I mean about people not answering their phone? Christina, I cannot, if you don't answer your phone, since you made a donation, I will come back to you.
Your call has been forwarded to a...
But it's very disruptive, so please stay by your phone, okay? If you're thinking you're going to get a message. I'm calling now the second donation, which is Mandy. Oh, there she is. Is that you, Christina? Christina, is
Yes,
that you?
ma'am.
All right, love. Yeah, I was just about to go to the next caller. Okay, sweetheart. So your question is Brian looking in the right direction for a job, right?
Yes.
All right. And are you in an open body position? And did you do a little deep breathing or meditation beforehand so we can be connected?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, let me just go to it. Yeah, he is looking in the correct direction. He's doing everything he can. I feel that your question more is there more that he can do? Like, is he doing everything he can do? And I'm getting,
Correct.
yeah. And I'm getting the message that he's going under, he's looking under every rock and stone. He's really doing what he can think of to do. But I'm going to look and he's doing what he can think of, but let's see if there's something more. Okay. So,
Okay.
is there something more Brian can do to find a job, please? Oh, one thing is not to feel so guilty about not having a job. There's some kind of a regret there. Would you understand that? Like,
yes, I do understand that for him, yes.
Yeah, like a leaving it suddenly or it ended suddenly or something. And that it's affecting his ability to find a new job. He feels a lot of remorse, a lot of grief around that, and a sadness about it that's really breaking his heart. And he's going through, he's going through the woulda, coulda, shouldas, which are not allowing him to be as productive as he could be. And this is true for everyone, when we're in a mode of sadness or whatever it is that's upsetting you, it affects your functionality. So anytime you want to be more functional. So now let me go to some specifics. Besides that idea of not feeling guilty, and I'm going to give you a reason why for him. Well, there was really nothing else that he could do. It was a very difficult position to fill, or for him, it was not a good fit for him. He really tried his very best to fit into that particular routine and the way they had him in that position, but it wasn't good for him, and really he's better off without it. And this should be looked on as a positive, not a negative for him. Was not a good fit. And when the door closes, we always need to say that was for the highest good, and it is for him as well. So as these words come through to me, I get a feeling that he needs to work on his self-esteem a bit. Right?
Correct.
Yeah, because he should never feel that way. He should be thinking to himself, well, it's like he was bending over backwards to fit into a job that didn't fit him, and it was very bad. That job was weren't treating him well. All right, so
You're right.
Yeah. All right, so, and there's more money in the long run if he does things that are more simpatico and in alignment with his values, who he is, and what he likes to do as a person. He will do better in the long run, even though he doesn't believe so now. So where can he go, Spirit? I'm asking Spirit, Christina. Okay. What can he do to improve his job situation? He needs to look elsewhere for a job, out of the home more often. I don't know what they mean by that. I'll give you more in a moment. He needs more, okay, so he needs to be more open about application process, the jobs that he's looking for. And they're, okay, so this is what I see. It's as if I see him reading ads for jobs. I think he's on, I think he's online. And there's some of them where they have like an open house or they want you to apply in person. He's not doing those. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he needs to not only apply online, but do all of them that are even remotely related to what he does or likes to do or can do. And there are some in person that he would have more of a chance of getting than he realizes. And finally, I get, so being more willing to show up in person will move the energies differently for him. And there is someone, there's some connection he has, a friend, somebody he knows that will be telling him about a job soon, and it's a show up in person kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah, or just being more open. When you're more open to being, showing up in person, there's going to be more coming to him. So it's related to him being willing to just show up in person. He will find a job to his liking very soon. He just needs to work a little bit more on his self-esteem, know that he's deserving and worthy of more, and that it's all there for him. He just needs to ask for it and needs to pursue it, and stop being limited in his thinking about what he can get, and being more open to opportunities that he doesn't necessarily think he could get. And finally, last but not least, I see a position that would look like, I know this is going to sound a little weird, but look like he's working in a dealership of some sort where he's handling people that walk into the space. So that could be selling, yeah, it could be selling cars, it could be selling computers, but it looks like there's something like that that will be coming in, that he'll be handling people as they come into a space that he's working. So he hasn't, I don't know what that is. Do you know what he's qualified to do, honey?
The computer part, and the other one is right there too. I could imagine that. I mean, Spirit's right on there. I mean, there's either or there. So
all right, good. So I
he's
see.
just not looking in the right. You're correct. He's not looking. He's looking, but he's beating himself up for something that was in the past that's holding him back.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yes.
Right. And so it's almost like he's sabotaging without realizing it. So, right. I mean, he thinks he's doing everything he can do, but he's not in actuality. So, and the thing is, the thing I see different is answering ads online is good, but also there'll be some for showing up in person. And that's what he needs to add in there. And just be, he needs to take the plunge. He needs to just take a chance and think, eventually something is going to come through for him, and something very much to his liking that will allow him to feel he's in the right place and that they're treating him well. And he deserves that. And he shouldn't look at it like he failed at the job. He should look at it like the management failed because they really didn't do the right thing. Yeah. They didn't do the right thing with
correct.
Oh.
Right.
All right, Christine, I'm going to have to let you go now, right, love?
You take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sweetie. God bless. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, I was in the middle of trying to dial in the second number. Let's see, do I still have it here? Yes, I do. So I'm going to Mandy Haley, who made a donation. Okay, let's see what happens here.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, and thank you so much for your donation. It goes in part to help animals. So do you have a question this evening, or are you wanting an other side connection, please?
It's a question.
Okay.
I would like to know if Joseph and I will stay acquaintances or if we'll ever be romantically involved.
Okay, and the name is Joseph.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think you will be. Well, I get it. He likes you very much. I have a nice light energy around him. Let me just continue. Well, there's one thing I have to say. I know I understand why the reason is not so much whether he likes you, because you know that he does, but it feels like there's someone else Like as if he has another relationship that's not quite ended yet. Would you understand, please?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. All right. He will end that relationship, as he's saying, in a very near future. You do not need to look backwards, only forwards. You will learn to trust him more over time, which will become it's going to be a little issue for you because you were sort of wondering, can this person be trusted as he's in that situation and you've been waiting. But I do feel that he will clean everything up. He is a trustworthy individual. I'm looking now to find the answer to what took him so long, to give you a sense of trust, help you with that. 1 second, please. So what took so long with him? Well, there's a lot of things that had to be, this, and it's true. He needed to clean up his position in the home, the way things were being handled. He needed to put that person that he's with in a more self-sufficient. Okay, I'll give it to you a different way. There's a sense of the person that he's with needs a lot of attention or care. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
Like a drama queen, or she's very nervous all the time. She's not easy to get along with. I also feel there's a child involved. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, and because of that, it creates a lot of problems. So he's like trying to prop up this rag doll that she could stand on her own 2 feet before he feels confident to move on. And he will do that. So the answer is yes, but it's going to take a little more work and a little more time. I'm going to try to give you a timeline, but sometimes those things stretch longer, or maybe they compress a bit depending on free will, but I'm going to see what I can get. Going to take a few more months before he's completely out of this. They're using the word routine with her, and I get like New Year, January, February, after the New Year. So it's hard, very hard for you, very hard for him. It's a waiting game now, but I do feel that he's going to be positive on that. Want to ask anything about it, honey, before I let you go?
No, that was all.
All right, sweetie. God bless. Good luck with that. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Judy, who's made a donation, and she's wanting an other side connection. She's called in a few times before. I do know who she has in spirit, at least. I brought in a couple of people for her, but there's one that she probably wants. We'll find out.
Hello?
Judy?
Yes.
Hi, it's Laura, Spirit Medium Laura.
Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good, sweetie. You're on the air now. I mean, you're live on Facebook Live, so people can hear you, just so you're aware.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Judy says hello, everybody. So you want me, I'm assuming, to do an other side connection, or was there a question?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, now let me just review. I've already brought in your son a few times. I think I brought in your mother once. I'm not sure who else, but
No,
do you have a request, honey, or do you want me to just see who
My
pops
son.
in? Your son, okay. Usually she wants her son. So just to reiterate, I do remember him as a good-looking young man in his 40s who used to wear white collar. He must be a white collar worker. He wears a suit. Okay, I'm going to need your complete attention, Judy.
Okay.
Okay, because I need you to focus as much as I focus.
I am.
All right, otherwise I can't read for you. It just won't work.
Okay.
Yeah, you're part of the reading. How about that? So what I was just saying is what I remember about him. I was just trying to say that I remember him as a good-looking young man with dark, wavy hair, wearing a suit, good build, a good-looking man, has family, left Earth in his 40s. He had cancer, and it was a very aggressive form of cancer. And I also remember telling you something about blue, and you told me about his blue sheets. Okay, so let's see what new things he can give us, if anything. Let's see if he wants to come in. Okay, the first thing he's saying is not evidence per se about him, but he says to me to tell you that he seems like you're either tripping around a lot or you're stubbing your feet a lot on things. Are you tripping into things, Judy, lately, or
A
hurting
little
yourself?
bit.
A little bit. All right. I'm not asking for that. I'm trying to get him to give me evidence. Okay. Now he has, I believe he has at least 2 children. Is that correct, please?
Correct.
And the younger one he's talking about right now, That's a female, a girl?
Male.
It's a male. Would you understand that the younger child had a birthday recently?
May.
May. Oh, that's not so recent. Maybe it's the last time we talked together. I don't really know. All right. Well, let me just see if I can. I have to collect evidence before I go to personal message, so I'm working on that.
Sure.
Okay? All right. Something about his heart. Now I know I probably didn't. He had cancer, but he says something about his heart was also a problem. He had some kind of heart issues or arterial sclerosis.
No.
Even though he was in his 40s. So you know nothing about that.
Nothing wrong with his heart.
All right. Well, somebody here from Spirit is talking about that, so I will honor that. 1 second. I can't control who wants to come in so much, love. I'm trying to, but if there is somebody else, yeah, we'll just go with the flow. I'm trying to focus on him. Okay, he says he was clean shaven most of the time. He didn't really wear a beard or anything, no facial hair. Would you know that, please?
He wore a beard once in a while when he was sick.
Okay, but he says he was clean shaven most of the time, so we'll go with that. Okay, because he had it at the end, but most of the time he was clean shaven. He says that there was something about getting air into his lungs that was a difficulty towards the end of his life. Breathing was a problem in the illness. You know that, please?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I could get anything else. If I can, I can't, Jude. I don't know what to say. You know, I brought him in a few times. Hold on. Oh, you have a breathing problem right now. That's right.
Right.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. Right. Maybe so you see how weak the connection is so far. It's not clear. We'll work on it.
Okay.
Wow, he's going through a few things, but nothing is developing completely. So I'm trying to do that. Okay. He still wants to go to you with a personal message. So I'm going to go to that. Okay. He's saying something about you wanting to get started with something right now new in your life that you're a little skittish or afraid to do on your own. Would that make sense to you, please?
No. Okay. Not at all.
Not at all. Okay. So I'm going to give it 2 more tries. And if I don't make a hit, then we're going to have to do it another time, Judy.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that you could tell us? Because we need evidence.
Me?
No, I'm talking to him.
Oh.
Trying to talk to him. Would you understand that he had stomach upset? There was something with his stomach, please?
Absolutely.
Before his passing, karmic issue, not able to get over it right away. Now he's in spirit. Okay, we know all that, please. Do you understand the name with a J, please? Like Joseph or John?
Jake.
Jake. Okay. There's a name.
His son.
His son. Okay, good. He's very upset about something right now. Your son. I'm sorry. Your son in spirit. He's very upset about something that you're doing. Okay, that you're alone a lot. You're being left alone a lot. You're not really hearing from others a lot. He says you're trying to get more active, with people and everything, but it seems like you're alone more. It does bother him too to see you like that. So I just want you to know that he is aware of that. He's looking in on you a lot. He's trying to help you by giving you ideas about things to do, how to get out more with friends and everything. Jake is his son. That's the younger one or the older one? I don't know.
The older one.
The older one, okay. I'm sorry, Mommy, that I can't speak more right now. I'm not feeling that great at the moment. My connection is weak. So I'm going to let him go. I got you a few little threads tonight, Judy. Okay. But
thank you so much.
Yeah, he wants you to take care of yourself for him. It makes him feel better. His message to you is, I want you to have more people around you, and that's.
I'll be fine.
All right.
I have one question, if I could ask him.
Sure, go ahead.
Does he know that I'm writing a letter to his sister, and what does he think I should do?
Okay, so now I just want to remind you, he said that you were starting a new enterprise and you were very skittish about it before. Remember I said
That's
that?
it.
That's it. Okay,
That's it.
let's see. So, okay, let me see what he has to say. It's like you want to starting something new. I know the wording was off a little.
Right.
Okay, so what do you say about that, please, dear son? I think you should do it right now. And it has something to do with you being alone. He doesn't want you to be alone so much anymore. Oh, yeah, I think you already told me this, that your daughter, his sister, right? It's
Right.
his sister, doesn't talk to you anymore. And
Right.
it's part of the problem that you're trying to solve for yourself right now is, you know, how to get over these things, not being alone, not being abandoned by people. He says, this is his opinion, that she will listen to you now more than before because some time has passed and you also have changed, she will think. So it's it can be a new beginning for the both of you. So he's encouraging you.
Wonderful. That's encouraging.
He's encouraging you. So he says yes. Okay, he doesn't want you to be alone. You feel skittish about doing it, but he's suggesting you do it so you're not alone. Okay, my dear?
Okay. Tell him I love him.
Oh,
I miss him so much.
now I want to remind, I'll tell him, but you can tell him directly, and this is true of everybody out there. You can always speak to your loved ones, especially when you feel it. Yeah. So let's say he loves your mother, Judy, loves you very much. And Judy, you can say it to him all the time. He'll hear you. Okay, sweetie?
Okay.
Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, and it was a little bit rocky, that one. I'm going to Alicia, who wants an other side connection. Okay, let's see what happens. Ooh, it's warm in here.
This is Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. This is Laura.
Oh, hi, Laura.
Hi, sweetie. Thank you so much for your interest in having another side connection through from Spirit through me. And as you know, maybe you don't know, but we try to find who's there for you. You might have a request. I don't remember. I don't have it written in front of me. Do you have a request for someone?
Nope, I'm completely open.
All right. Let's see who wants to come in for you. There seems to be more of a mother energy around you than a father energy at the moment. And somebody in spirit is saying that you're a very spiritual person too. You work a lot with people, you help them. You help people heal their souls. Whoever it is in spirit is saying this to you. Would that make sense to you, please?
Yes.
Okay, you're a healer just like me. And this is a person in the spiritual realm speaking to you. The person stepping forward now. I'm a healer like you. We both always love to help and heal people. You get that from me. I hear something about mommy or grandma. I don't know which one is. Whoever it is developing a bit visually for me. I see brown hair as its original color, worn on the shorter side with a bit of wave to it. She seems to have medium complexion, even features, high cheekbone, nice nose, very good looking woman. And she says again, very spiritual. So whoever it is that's your loved one would have had brown hair. Now, you don't know enough about what I'm saying yet to give me confirmation, but the hair looks brown to me. So, I'm going to give you a few more things. I can see this face, her face, very clearly, but all I can say is full lips, straight nose, oval face, high cheekbones, good looking woman. And also I hear the name Elizabeth. I don't know if you know anyone with that name.
Not that name. Not that comes to mind right away.
That's fine. She is wearing a crown. Okay? And I don't know what that symbolizes yet. So we'll look at that in a little bit.
Okay.
So I would have to say this is probably slender figure when she's younger. She's showing me pictures of herself as very attractive, almost like a movie star. She's got very, very glamorous looks. There's a number 4 for children under her. That could mean direct under her, or it could mean grandchildren included. But 4. Okay.
Okay.
She also says boy and girl. There's a boy and a girl under her, at least one of each. She could give me more, but I need to get 1 or 2 more things before I come to you, Alicia. Okay, now I do see her aging a bit. The hair is still on the shorter side with a wave to it, but it looks like it's got gray in it now. She says she's a very emotional person when she's younger. As she gets older, she gets more, well, more sophisticated. Things don't bother her as much. I don't know how you would confirm that, but I'm sorry, that's what she's saying. I'm trying to get physical things about her, and then we'll go to, I'll come back to you. She says that she would have had heart problems towards the end of her life. Okay, so now, do you understand who this is? It could be a grandmother on either side of the family. It could be a sister. It could be your mother. If she's in spirit, I don't know. But she's a mother type, an older female to you. Would that have any significance, all those things? I can continue, of course, but I just want
Yeah. A few of the things made me feel like it would be my maternal grandmother. The heart condition, not so much, but there might be something I don't know.
All right. But the appearance sounds more like your maternal grandmother than other things. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
She's quite beautiful. I mean, she might have even been in a beauty contest or something. She shows me things like that, like wearing a crown with flowers as if she won a beauty contest. But she may just be trying to say she was beautiful. And she has, again, the number 4 as far as offspring go. So that means she either had 4 children right under her, or maybe grandchildren and children together come to 4. But number 4, does that have a significance to you, please?
She had 2 children and now has 3 grandchildren.
Okay. So I don't know where the 4 comes from then. There might have been some miscarriages or something. We'll see.
Could it be like the age when she passed away? I was 4 when she passed away.
Oh, okay. Then 4 would have significance in that respect. Thank you. Okay. So then she had a boy and 1 girl under her. You said she had 2 children. Did she have a boy and girl?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. There we go. We're clearing it up a little bit. We're connecting. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to. She's showing me something physically that went wrong with her health. All right. Something going in the throat area. I feel a burning there, and something going on in the throat. Would that have significance to you, please? Do you know anything about that?
Chest, yes, and then later lymph nodes.
Okay, then we have a good connection. Okay, that is a validation, and she loves you very much. She says you're a very spiritual person, much like me. We in this lifetime, you now and her in her past lifetime on earth. She says, I love helping people and healing people. Okay. I don't know if there's anybody else you're trying to connect with, my dear, but I'm going to allow her to talk a little more and then
Perfect.
There is a male under her in spirit that you are wanting to speak with. Okay, more so than her. Okay, there's a male that wants to step forward. I'm going to give it some attention. Male is much like you in many ways. He loves you very, very much. He cares about you very, very much. Is in his throat for you. I don't know what he means, what she means by that. Maybe just scared to speak to you or wanting to speak to you. And he's more of a contemporary to you. I usually call it a peer, like it could be a husband thing, or it could be a brother or friend. Okay, but I feel it's more of a romantic connection than otherwise. Would you understand that?
Yes.
All right. So let's see if we could develop him, because he's the one you really want to. This is why we're having the connection today. Okay, your grandmother opened up the pathway.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a spiritual person like you as well. Don't have him connected. He wants to speak to you now. Okay, bring him in. Bring him into the space, please. Gingerly about this. Okay, nobody's gonna. You are live. Okay, that's true on a show, but you can come in. Okay, you want to pop in? Okay, he's laughing a little bit. He says, "I'm sorry, I really did fuss about myself." He says, "I'm here to speak to all of you now." He's a very handsome man. He's got a straight nose. Something, I don't know. He's using the word aquiline profile, like the nose might have, I don't know what aquiline means literally. Nice straight nose, I see, with,
Okay.
strong nostrils. Would you have a husband or boyfriend or someone?
It was like a best friend and always wanted to be romantic, and it just never got there because we were always in a relationship at the.
Right, fine, that's fine. But he's a good-looking man, okay? He looks like he has straight hair for the most part. Looks like, he says he's a little on the romantic side like you. He's laughing a little bit. The hair is brown, okay? Brown hair, a little bit on the straight. It's a shorter haircut, but enough length at the top for me to see it. Strong personality, similar to yours. Crap from anyone. Actually, he's using the word bull and an expletive. So you might mind, I would say. And you and I are very much similar in that way, as well as that we're. But see, there's a special message around this for you, that you're letting someone talk to you in a way that is very right now in your life, Alicia. And he wants to have a word with you about this, even though I'm not going through the normal here. I will allow the message to come through because it is evidential. Would you understand somebody in your life right now is giving you a hard time, please? And not listening to you completely, upsetting you a lot in the home, and he doesn't do the right thing. Something about homework. Do you have a child or something that's causing a problem?
No, not a child. But my husband's been have been really depressed lately, and so we've been really working through this. I don't mental work that he needs to do.
All right, well, we'll call that homework then on himself. Right? He's not taking care of himself correctly. Friend is coming in with this thing of don't take bull expletive from anyone, okay? Including him. He's not doing enough. Okay, your friend's message is to help himself. And he says, you're going, okay. He says the only thing that you can really do is what you're already doing, is creating boundaries for yourself and not buying into the bull. Okay? You have to give him the time he needs to finally figure it out on his own. He will eventually figure all this out and he will get better. But in the meanwhile, I'm looking out for you, he says, your friend. He says, I want you to put in boundaries, good boundaries. He says, get better on your own, be happy on your own, take care of yourself, my dear friend. Alicia, he says, I love you. And he gives you a big hug and a big kiss. Don't listen to anyone else about your health anymore. You're doing just the way you are. Now,
thank you.
Mental health, emotional health, whatever the health is, he says, don't listen to anyone else. You're doing the way you are.
Thank you.
I hope that makes sense to you, sweetie.
I really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Okay, I'm going to go to Danny. There's a life question. Let me see what time it is. Oh, good. And, hopefully I get to as many as I can. If not, we'll just do next week. We'll try to get to more people. Now, on top of everything, everybody, I got a light glare. I can't see that well because I have a light on me, you know, for this, so that I'm lighted for the camera. I hope. All right, and that would be Danny. Danny has a very interesting question. She answers, or he answers.
Hello.
Hi, is this Danny?
Yes, it is.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great, love. I'm great. So you wanted to know when your meeting will open up. Is that correct, love?
Yes, it
Alright.
had started a little bit in the beginning of the year, and then it just kind of.
Okay. There's somebody in spirit realm that is like a mother figure to you that seems to be this. Did you lose your mother, honey, suddenly, or grandmother suddenly? There's a suddenness. Somebody transitioned a female. Seems like was unanticipated, and there's a heart-related issue around that. Do you understand that, please?
Maybe my grand.
No. Okay.
I don't know.
The reason this is happening, this message, is because there's some.
Okay.
So first message is you're not listening enough to your dreams. You're not getting messages love you in spirit. So what was said earlier in the show, which I think you were listening, right?
Yes.
Okay, is to keep asking to you in your dreams. It will help develop you. Okay.
Okay.
Or anyone else you know. And let me see what else. And you also have to have faith and confidence in your ability to do this. You do have spiritualist abilities, inherited some gifts from the family. So antecedents down the mother's line have been able to talk to spirit. You know, it might have skipped a generation with your mother, but there are others in the family line. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
So you that you have the ability. It's part of the opening process. You need to just know and own it. And that's why you have a grandmother coming. Yes, you know, is that you have the ability, and that we all know you have the ability, and we're waiting to speak to you. We'll start in your dreams, and then you'll. Now, quite often I have found, Danny, that mediums open through when they lose loved ones that were psychic. It kind of pulls a part of you into the spirit realm, so it opens a path. That's one of the reasons why I think this message is coming into you. All right, so have more confidence, own it. You are psychic through DNA. Everybody's psychic, but she actually had some people that had a little bit more of it in them, right? Just like we can all sing. We can. Deceased, by the way, everybody's medium, but some people are born with a heap and helping of it. You were born with a heap and helping of it. So I'm two things: confidence to own it, and using your dreams to develop more by asking for your loved ones to come to you in dreams, or develop you through the dreaming process. You can ask for your guides to work with you during sleep process to open you more. Free development circle when you go to sleep. Isn't that cute? Now I'm going to come to you a little bit more for something specific in your life that's not allowing you on a surface level. These are psychic, these are deeper levels. You go to day-to-day life with Danny. The main thing is, so the main thing is not believing you have the gift. So that's the main thing. Be addressed by knowing that you inherited it. Okay. That's the main thing. Now let me just see what's going on. So you are allowing yourself to by other people, other things. You're going out a lot, you're having fun, but you're not really listening to your heart and not disciplined in the way that you would have to do to develop your spirituality and this psychic ability. But eventually you will. Okay, you're at the right time in your life to be doing what you're doing now, but eventually things will change. And I'm alone in the development process. Okay, something about writing. Oh, write a journal.
No.
Writing a journal would be very good also to help you develop, to get you that earlier too. It'll help you, okay? Develop, it'll help you get more in touch with your feelings and what's going on under the surface. But I'm trying to see Spirit to tell her, because she needs, these are great answers, but she also wants a more surface answer. You want a surface answer. They're like, what? That's the problem, is you're always looking on the surface. You have this. But don't berate yourself if it's not opening now. This is the time for you to do what you're doing now in your life. Then you will have all the resources necessary to support the unfolding of your mediumship ability. You're sort of in, using the word crisis mode in your life. You have a lot of things to take care of, people pulling you in different directions. Today, survival and thriving issues to solve and resolve. I see you as living your life. Okay. So don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just know eventually, and I'm going to see where that is, there's going to be a big change in life, in your consciousness and your subconscious, and the way you delve into these matters of psychic mediumship. Able then, when you have more stable survival situation, you will have more money and you will have more time to be more settled. That is coming in the near future, after you get a position that you like, work job that you have right now, which is upsetting you a lot and dragging you emotionally in many different directions. You're not mind and in your heart. And until that happens, you cannot develop. So you need to find a different job that will peace of mind and also allow you to leave work and leave the job in work. You don't have to take it home with you. Once that happens, in the next few months, you will be able then to dedicate more time and attention to the mediumship unfoldment. You'll be able to join a regular development, dedicate more effort to it, as well as spiritual and emotional effort to it. I hope that this makes sense to you.
Yes. A quick question.
Sure.
When I meditate or just close my eyes to go to bed, I get lots of through. I mean, so clear, like I would be able to draw them if I could draw. I don't know who they are, but is that part of the mediumship? Because I was.
It could be, but
it's open. But now I'm just.
Well, it could very well be. But what you have to do is get into a situation where you can get feedback, evidence that you're reading for. The sitter has to be able to develop that confirmation for you. Okay. So the answer is yes, probably. But mediumship is a lot more than seeing a face. It's, getting a lot of data and everything. But yeah, it could be very much the beginning of that. I just distracted right now. I remember I said that a few times. And they finalized it to say work is very difficult. Your job right now seems up in the air or very difficult. Would that make sense to you, please?
Yes.
All right. Until that changes, you're on a shelf. You may get little spurts of it like you're getting, but you really need to get that stabilized, be able to really comfortably develop, because to develop as a medium is nothing you can rush, and centered and at a very stable point in your life is also kind of needed for it. So until
my vibration high,
fine, but you're upset a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're stressed out at work. All right. You don't have, here you don't work. When you leave your work, you really didn't leave your work. It's coming with you everywhere you go. It's like, 24/7. And technically doing in the office, you still have things to do when you leave the office. So until you can get a more cut and dried kind of office done, it's maybe even a little boring kind of job. Until that happens, the mediumship won't be able to unfold completely the way. So you have the ability, honey. You've got it, but you got to stabilize the work thing. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay. Oh, geez. Karen, I'm sorry, I won't be able to get to you this evening. I don't. Because I'm going to call one last person. It's Karen, if she's still listening, and we're going to do a quick answer for you, and then we will end. If you want to be on the list for readings, you have to go again and apply. I can't save the names. You'll have to reapply. I know that you're going to be there. Okay. All right.
Hello.
Hey there, Karen. Honey, listen,
Hello, how are you?
the show is technically over, but as a courtesy, if you'd like to ask a quick question, I think it's something about your job. They want them to meet with upper level
Yeah,
CEOs. They're traveling
Yeah.
him across the meeting. Is
Yeah,
this
it looks like
positive
a
or
lot
negative? Does this lead to a bigger
Yeah.
role? You see if, okay. I can't tell you the answer to the house thing. Let's just do one thing. Okay. So, okay, that beautiful noise in the background, everyone, is her daughter, who's gorgeous, just like Karen's gorgeous. So, husband, new job, flying cross country. It means anything more than they have to see him. They just want to see him. They want to see the whites of his eyes. They want to see if he really means this right for the job. They want to get that in-person chemistry thermometer going, taking a measure of how he appears in person much thus far. And it is highly likely that they will give him the job, but they don't make the offer till they see him in person. So the last thing is like the bow, the ribbon on the package, on the gift or whatever. The house will sell very quickly. You don't need to worry about that. And Opa's really come in right now. He's busy with friends in the spirit, busy with friends from this lifetime realm. And he says something about golfing. I don't know. Did he ever golf? I don't know if he ever golfed, but he's golfing with friends right
That's funny. That's funny. Okay, well, great. Thank you so much.
All right, love. You have a
Okay.
beautiful evening, Karen.
Thanks.
Thank you, sweetie.
You too.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to working with you again next week at this time. Again, if you want to be, do the following. Sorry, I have trouble getting this in the right place. You're going to email me, psychic medium Laura at and then in the subject line, you are going to put your phone number and the desired service. If you start like tomorrow, something like that, you have to remember now, I'm going to be calling you during the show. Okay. So try to remember that that's have any way to remind you. All right. Thank you all so much. And oh, if you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, and you'll jump the gate. That donation is made at spiritmediumtv.com. Thank you all so much. Bye.